Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Alexandru. In today's clip we will talk about stock picks of the week, 5 stocks with consistent score improvement, and upside potential of up to 29%. After many months of strong rally, for the last 3 weeks, the stock market has witnessed what can be called a correction. Today, while the Nifty is just down by less than 0.50%, if one looks at the market cap, more than 65% of the stocks are trading with a cut. This is clearly an indication that the market has moved into risk-off mode. In such times, if one is looking to buy stocks, it would be better to look at stocks where some fundamentals developments have made analysts turn bullish on them. As the earnings season gets kick-started this week, the reaction of the street would be an important thing to watch. As usual, it would be getting kicked off with larger companies announcing their results. Now expectations and price action have a strong relationship on Dale Street. At this point of time, expectations are not very high from its sector, though if one looks at the possible movement of the currency, it might act as a sudden tailwind for these stocks. As an investor, one needs to look at every sector and company and their operating matrix separately. Only look at those stocks at this point of time where there has been a fundamental improvement in terms of macros factors which govern that industry. For example, after the development in Israel, oil prices have moved up. Whether they sustain or not will depend on whether there is disruption in the oil supply chain due to any further escalation. If that was to happen, companies where oil derivatives go in as raw materials may face some pressure. On the other hand, the agri-commodity prices are rising. Whether it is sugar or rice prices, both have stayed at elevated levels. While that is positive for sugar companies, that is why they are moving upward. What this means is that FMCG companies' margins may come under pressure in the coming quarter. So, be bullish, but selectively bullish. We have curated a list of stocks which show an improvement in their average score in a 1-month time frame. The selected list applies different algorithms for all BSE and NSE stocks. Further, we have checked whether these screened down stocks also have a high upside potential over the next 12 months and if these enjoy confidence from the analyst community. For this, we have curated the list of stocks with minimum upside potential of 20%. Also, we narrowed down the list further by selecting only those stocks with an average recommendation rating of either strong buy or hold. The data used in screening below 5 stocks has been gathered from the latest Refinitiv stock reports, plus report dated October 9, 2023. Dhanuka Agritech Limited is an agrochemical chemical company which is engaged in the business of formulation and marketing of plant protection agrochemicals, including herbicides, fungicides, insecticides and plant growth regulators. The company offers a range of product categories, including herbicides such as Targa Super, Nabud, Sakura, Danutop, Weedmer Super, Nauid, Barrier and Ozone, fungicides such as Luster, Godiwa Super, Vitavax, Vitavax Power and Hexadin Plus, insecticides such as Foster, Caldan 4G, Caldan 50 SP, Fax SC, Apple, Areva Super, Marcar and Media Super, and plant growth regulators such as Wetsit, Sulo, Danvarsha and Danzyme Gold Granules. The company offers its crop solutions for various crops such as cotton, paddy, wheat, sugarcane, pulses, fruits and vegetables, plantation crops and others. The company's subsidiaries include Dhanuka Agri Solutions Private Limited and Dhanuka Chemicals Private Limited. Sona BLW Precision Forgings Limited is a company which is engaged in the manufacturing of precision forged bevel gears and differential case assemblies for automotive and other applications. The company is engaged in the production of differential assemblies, differential gears, conventional and micro-hybrid starter motors, belt starter generator, BSG, systems, electric vehicle, EV, traction motors, such as brushless direct current, BLDC, and permanent magnet synchronous motors, PMSM, and motor control units. Its driveline technology products include precision forged gears, forged couplings and e-drive, among others. Its products offer application across various vehicle categories, including conventional passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles, off-highway vehicles, electric cars, electric light commercial vehicles, and electric 2- and 3-wheelers. The company operates approximately 9 manufacturing facilities across India, the United States, Mexico and China. Intellect Design Arena Limited is a holding company. The company is engaged in the business of software development and providing software product license and related services. The company has a portfolio of products across global consumer banking, central banking, risk and treasury management, global transaction banking and insurance. Its products include Digital Core, a web-enabled banking software, lending, a loan management system that supports all the financial facilities for the bank for market segments, from retail to corporate, WealthCube, a wealth management solution for private banks, wealth management firms, advisory firms, broker-dealers and independent financial advisors, and Quantum Central Banking Solution, a banking solution for the requirements of central banks with technology frameworks. It operates across India, North America, South America, Asia Pacific, Europe and Middle East. Tata Steel Limited is a steel manufacturing company. The company is engaged in the business of steel making, including raw material and finishing operations. Its products include hot-rolled, HR, cold-rolled, CR, coated coils and sheets, coated steel coils and sheets, precision tubes, tire bead wires, spring wires, bearings, galvanized iron, GI, wires, agricultural and garden tools, conveyance tubes. Its segments include agriculture, automotive, steels, construction, consumer goods, energy and power, engineering, material handling. The company operates under the brands Tata Agrico, agriculture, construction and hand tools, Tata Astrum, Tata Bearings, Tata Ferro Alloys and Minerals Division, Tata Steel Industrial Byproducts Management Division, IBMD, Tata Pipes, Tata Precision and others. National Aluminium Company Limited is a company that is primarily engaged in the business of manufacturing and selling of alumina and aluminum. The company segments the chemical and aluminium. The chemical segment includes calcined alumina, alumina hydrate and other related products. The aluminium segment includes aluminum ingots, wire rods, billets, strips, rolled and other related products. The company is operating over 22.75 lakh tons per TPA, annum alumina refinery plant located at Damanjodi in Koraput district of Odisha and approximately 4 lakh TPA aluminum smelter located at Angul, Odisha. It also has over 1,200 megawatts, MW, captive thermal power plant adjacent to smelter plant. The company is operating approximately 4 wind power plants with total capacity of over 198.40 MW located in the state of Andhra Pradesh, Gandikota, Rajasthan, Jaisalmer and Divakat, and Maharashtra, Sangli. Source for About Companies, Senior Plus. What led to improvement in stock score? Dhanuka Agritech Limited. The recent change in the average score was primarily due to an improvement in earnings component score. Sona BLW Precision Forgings Limited. The recent change in the average score was due to relative changes in other companies within the market as a comparison, even though the underlying component scores did not improve for this company. Intellect Design Arena Limited. The recent change in the average score was primarily due to an improvement in risk component score. Tata Steel Limited. The recent change in the average score was primarily due to an improvement in earnings component score. National Aluminium Co. Limited. The recent change in the average score was primarily due to an improvement in price momentum score. How are scores calculated by Senior Plus? 1. Earnings component score. Earnings component score of a stock is the simple average of earnings surprises measured over the last 4 quarters, estimate revisions measured over the last 4 weeks, and the recommendation changes measured over the last 120 days of a stock. The higher the earnings component score, the better it is. 2. Price momentum component score. Price momentum component score of a stock is the weighted average of 70% weight, relative strength score of a stock, measured using RSI of the stock vs its industry average over the past 1 month, 3 months and 6 months, and the 30% weight, seasonality and returns of the stock, measured using average monthly returns of the stock vs its industry average over the last 10 years of a stock. The higher the price momentum component score, the better it is. 3. Fundamental component score. Fundamental component score of a stock is the simple average of profitability of a company, measured using revenue growth, gross margins, return on equity and net margin, debt levels of a company, measured using current ratio, debt to capital ratio, interest funding and interest coverage, earnings quality of the company, measured using operating cash yield, accruals, days sales and inv days sales and rec, and the dividend ratings of a stock, measured using dividend growth, dividend payout, dividend coverage, and current dividend yield. The higher the fundamental component score, the better it is. 4. Risk component score. Risk component score of a stock is the simple average of magnitude of returns of a stock, measured using daily return over the past 90 days and monthly returns over the past 60 months. Volatility score of a stock, measured using standard deviation over the last 90 days and last 60 months and intraday swing over the past 90 days. Beta score of the stock, measured using beta of the stock vs BSE Sensex and its peers, and the correlation score of a stock, measured using the correlation of a stock versus BSE Sensex and its peers over the past 90 days and past 60 months. The higher the risk component score, the better it is. 5. Relative valuation component score. Relative valuation component score of a stock is the weighted average of 50% weight, price to sales score of a stock, measured using the stock's latest price to sales, 5-year average price to sales and the latest BSE Sensex price to sales. 25% weight, trailing PE of a stock, measured using stock's latest trailing PE, 5-year average PE, and the latest BSE Sensex trailing. 5. Relative valuation component score. Relative valuation component score of a stock is the weighted average of 50% weight, price to sales score of a stock, measured using the stock's latest price to sales, 5-year average price to sales and the latest BSE Sensex price to sales. 25% weight, trailing PE of a stock, measured using stock's latest trailing PE, 5-year average PE, and the latest BSE Sensex trailing PE, and 25% weight, the forward PE of a stock, measured using stock's latest forward PE, 5-year average forward PE, and the latest BSE Sensex forward PE. The higher the relative valuation component score, the better it is. Methodology used in filtering the list of stocks. 1. Consistent score improvement over a 1-month period. The refined records of only those companies have been considered, scores of which have been improving consistently over a period of 1 month. We have compared the latest average score with 1 week prior score. The 1 week prior score is then compared with 1 month prior score. Then finally, all those companies which reflect a continuous increase in score over different time frames are screened. 2. Stocks with either strong buy or hold recommendation rating. The recommendation rating for each stock has been used from Institutional Brokers Estimate System, IBES, by Refinitiv. The recommendations are presented on a 5-point standardized scale: strong buy, hold, reduce and sell. The IBES mean is the average recommendation of all analysts covering the stock. The list provided below incorporates recommendation ratings having the recommendation rating of either strong buy or hold. 3. Stocks with minimum upside potential of 20%. The highest price targets for all the stocks are calculated where analyst target prices are available over the next 12 months. This highest price target is then compared with current market prices to arrive at the highest upside potential in percentage terms. The upside potential should be of minimum 20% to fit into this list. In other words, these companies should have a growth potential of at least 20% over the next 12 months. 4. Average score with at least neutral outlook. The stocks which enjoy a high growth potential and having at least a neutral market outlook with the latest overall average score of 4 and above are considered for selection. The average score of stock report plus is based upon 5 key pillars, i.e., earnings, fundamentals, relative valuation, risk and price momentum. Stock Reports Plus, powered by Refinitiv, is a comprehensive research report that undertakes an in-depth quantitative analysis to generate standardized scores for each of the 5 key components. A simple average of these scores is then normally distributed to reach an average score. Each stock is ranked on a scale of 1 to 10. A score of 8 to 10 is considered positive, 4 to 7 is neutral, and 1 to 3 is given a negative outlook. In addition to these scores, the report also contains trend analysis, peer analysis and mean analysts' recommendations to help an investor make better and informed investment decisions. YouTube channel at Alexandru. Thank you for watching this video clip to the end. I hope it was a video clip from which you learned something. Understand, if you like this video clip, don't forget **** subscribe, give a like, a share on social networks, so your friends know cut this clip.